So this is a lovely daily exercise routine for those of you who've had lymph nodes removed or radiated. So before starting, it's really good to do about 5 or 10 minutes of a warm-up. So that could be going on your daily walk, it could be just gently marching on the spot, whatever you need to do to warm the body and get the lymph fluid moving through the body. So to start the exercises, we are going to bring your knees up so that your feet are flat on the floor, your knees are bent, maybe having a folded blanket under your head, and taking 5 deep belly breaths. So putting your hands on your abdomen and breathing all the way down into your hands so you can feel the belly rising with each in-breath. And the hands come up, and with each out breath the hands come down. And in doing these nice deep breaths, you can really get the diaphragm working like a pump, helping to drain the lymph fluid back to the bloodstream. So we're doing 5 of these. And then we're going to move on to pelvic tilt. So again, lying on your back, your knees are bent and feet flat on the floor. And just finding the pointy bits of the front of your hips. So once you've found those pointy bits, we're going to let the pelvis tilt backwards so you're able to feel the small of your back against the floor. Pause there for a moment and then release back to the starting position. And you're doing 5 to 10 of those in your own time now. You won't need to take the bottom too far off the floor. Bottom can stay resting on the floor. Good. Great. Tilting the pelvis back, holding there, and then releasing. And then when you've done that, we're going to go to alternating knee to chest. So lying on your back again here, take hold of your right knee now and hug it towards your chest, and your head remains on the mat. And so you're hugging it in, then releasing the leg back to the starting position, and then hugging on the other side. Head stays down onto the mat. So you're doing 5 to 10 times on both legs. So alternating right and left. Tucking in but not putting too much pressure on the chest if that's uncomfortable. Well done. And when you finish that practice, we're going to move on to hugging the knees to the chest and rolling side to side. So again, tucking them in, hugging the knees in, and then just gently rolling side to side. So this could take up to 1 to 3 minutes, whatever's comfortable for you. Gently massaging the back so your head and neck and spine stay in line. Good. Gently rolling side to side. And when you feel that's enough, just releasing the legs back down. And we're going to move on to a neck and shoulder release. So you can again have the knees tucked in, just letting the head roll side to side now. So you're gently massaging the back of the skull, and you can hopefully feel a release in any shoulder or neck tightness here. And again, 1 to 3 minutes of this exercise. Helping to relieve tension that we often hold in our shoulders and neck. And that tightness can impede the flow of lymph. And then letting go of that practice, and then just gently bringing yourself up so that you can be on all fours. And in this position, we're going to do our cat and cow stretch. So have your knees under your hips, your hands under your shoulders, and then just arching the body up and down. So you can do this in time with the breath. So we're going to inhale to arch and look up, and exhale as we round the back and the head comes down. And doing this 5 to 10 times. Doing it nice and gently and slowly, curling and uncurling the back. And when you're ready, we're going to come to sitting position. So however you're most comfortable, maybe kneeling or a bolster between the legs, or on a chair, or cross-legged, whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So here we're going to shrug the shoulders, so we're bringing both shoulders, lifting them up towards the ears as you inhale, and as you exhale, pressing the shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders coming up towards the ears, and exhaling as far as possible. You can have a pause there before you inhale to bring them back to neutral. Inhaling up, exhale down, holding, release. And then again, inhaling up, exhaling all the way down, hold and release. And doing that up to 10 times. So continuing in your own time now. And then we're going to continue with shoulder rolls. So lifting your shoulders now up towards your ears and then rolling them forwards 5 times. And when you've done that, rolling in the opposite direction, so backwards. So the shoulders come forwards, up to the ears, then back and down. And then we're going to move on to shoulder blade squeeze. So in this exercise, we bring the arms out to the sides. And bending the elbows at a right angle, holding your arms at your sides parallel to the floor. And then on an exhale, we're going to pull the shoulder blades backwards, squeezing your shoulder blades together, holding there for a moment before you release the arms back to a neutral position. And doing that again on your own time, 5 to 10 times. So drawing them back as far as possible, holding and squeezing before releasing. Keeping this exercise comfortable. So if it's not comfy or you're finding it a real strain, then just doing whatever's comfortable. We made it just start with 1 and increase an extra repetition each time you practice. It's quite a strong practice, this one. Well done. Great, and then we're going to move on to something called the isometric chest press. So bringing the hands to place the palms in front of you in prayer position, elbows bent and arms parallel with the floor. And on an exhale, push your hands firmly together, pausing here a moment, and then on the inhale, release and relax. And repeating that 5 to 10 times, so pushing the palms together. And this is not appropriate for those of you who have had expanders put in. So if they are in situ, then don't do this exercise because you can displace them. So yeah, just leaving this exercise out if you have expanders in place. Pushing the palms together, giving a good squeeze, and then releasing off. Combining the breath and the movement here. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, and from here we're going to move up into a standing position. So coming to stand now, and we're going to practice some shoulder circles. So when you're ready, taking your arms out to the side at shoulder height, parallel to the floor, and then just making some nice small circles forwards, 6 to 8 times. Imagine you're drawing circles with the fingertips, and then in the opposite direction, so 6 to 8 times backwards now. Great, and then releasing the hands to the side. And we're going to do some wrist circles. So starting with your arms by your side, palms facing backwards or towards the body. Lifting your arms forward as far as is comfortable, and at the top of the movement, making a fist and then rotating the hands forwards and backwards, or one way and then the other, and then release the hands back down. Great. So the arms come forwards and up as far as is comfortable. So we're aiming to above the head if possible, but just taking it as far as is comfortable for you. And if you need to, bending at the elbows a bit if that's feeling really tight. And then you're just making that gentle fist. And with that gentle fist, you can just rotate the wrists one way and then the other before the arms come back down. And that's again 5 to 10 times, whatever's comfortable for you. Lovely. And then the next exercise is the same movement with the arms, but we're going to do wrist flexion and extension at the top of the movement. So starting with the hands by the sides, palms backwards, lifting the arms forwards, and at the top of the movement, bend and flex the wrist, and then bring the hands back down. Well done. Okay, raising the arms as far as is comfortable, the wrists reach back, then forwards, and come down. Great. So here we're using the muscles as pumps, helping to get the fluid in the arms flowing back towards the heart. So really supporting and assisting the lymph system. And then for our last exercise, it's going to be the same with the arms. So we're going to take the arms again all the way up in front, and at the top we're going to do it opening the fingers out and then bringing the hands into a fist and coming down. So you can start with hands in a fist as they come up, opening out the fingers and then bringing them back down. So just stretching out the fingers, getting lots of lovely movement through the hands. 5 to 10 times again. And this is our last exercise. And we are going to finish with some lovely diaphragmatic deep belly breath. So hands onto your abdomen again and just taking 5 deep, relaxing breaths there. Closing down your eyes if your balance is okay, if not, keeping your eyes open, whatever's comfortable for you. And when you're ready, we're letting go of the practice. Wishing you a very lovely rest of your day.